Hello, everybody. We had some technical problems there for a minute, but we're good. It never goes off without a little bit of a hitch. Big day today. We're going to announce the album and talk about some other stuff that's coming up onto the future of the channel. I'm warning you in advance, today's video or stream is going to be a little bit shorter than normal. It's just me and my kid here. I told her she could play a little Pokemon, and then we're going to go out. So don't have all the time in the free world today to get things done. Hey, Daniel. Been a while since you could do one, and you hope to do more in the future. Well, I appreciate you coming in whenever you do, my friend. Markleford, same for you. Thumbnail image looks like it's from Jim's new album. Ouch, I stepped on a Lego. No, you know what that face was for? That was for, I made it through 85 to 90% of a track, and I made it through the hard part, and I screwed up the easy part right at the end. And I do all my rhythm parts in one take. So I screamed, and it just happened to be got caught on camera. So I always thought that was a really funny picture, but it's funny to look back on now because it's like, oh man, I remember that exact moment. And then, I think it was 3 takes after that I got it done. I was very happy. Good morning, Rex. And hello, Greg. How are you? I'm waiting for Stan from Serbia. He's the one that is always asking me about the music. All right, so here's how we're going to do this. Ladies and gentlemen, it will be available to stream on YouTube exclusively for 1 month, and then it will go to Spotify, Apple Music. It will be able to be purchased from the website, the audiomomusic.com/shop, which if you click the link in the description, you'll notice the Les Paul's gone. I sold that last night. I got 2 guitars left to sell as of right now. Both of those are on sale for pretty reasonable prices if you want to check those out. But there will be a link up it should be available next week. I'll do a pre-order for about 1 week if you want to do it for the digital copy of the album. This one's not going to hit print. If it does hit vinyl print or anything like that, it'll be pretty limited. But it's so expensive at this point, and I'd rather put that into something upcoming. This was more of something I did for fun with my friend. We did put money into it, but yeah. So anyway, August 10th, September 10th. It's a Tuesday. I don't know why I said August 10th. September 10th. It's a Tuesday. That will be the day that it'll get posted in its entirety on this YouTube channel. So you'll be able to listen to it then. And I hope you all enjoy it. And that should be fun. Hey, Bob, how's it going? If you can't tell, I'm really discombobulated. I packed up the Les Paul. I had to get that thing sent out. I'm running around trying to make sure my kid's happy. But I also don't want to just, I don't know. I'm not a screen time guy. So, yeah. And sleep will be good. And I was up last night filming a demo, which is the second thing I want to talk about. It's funny. I actually, hold on. I want to push record here. I'll see if this works. Anyway. I'm recording it now to my hard drive. I mentioned this last week, and it got even crazier. I told you guys how I made the 2 videos where I'm just I'm done. And I sold one of the full racks of gear, and even the Les Paul, the custom shop, a bunch of Japanese guitars, just a bunch of guitars to get it down the 1 rack. And those videos were really popular, and so was the Jaguar video. For whatever reason, in the last week, really the last week, it's gone crazy. I have never had so many offers to work with companies in all my years of doing YouTube. It's almost overwhelming. And some of them are really cool. One of them, if you could believe this, is nothing to do with guitars. So I definitely said yes to this. It's got to do with the drums. I made the 1 demo of the Roland, the TD-17, just to let people know what I thought about it. And I guess somebody liked it enough. They're like, do you want to work together? We'll give you some money, and you promote it, and let us know what you think. Does it work? And I said, yeah, that's great. I don't have to just do guitar demos all the time. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it is refreshing. And now my dog's going to make me angry. However, we got tomorrow is the new guitar demo that you have not seen yet. It's an exclusive guitar to Sweetwater. After that, something that I didn't just recently get, is finally the Lollertron demo in the Super Thin Line Deluxe Telecaster. That's going to get posted. That's already filmed. I already filmed a video talking about the weights of guitars. I filmed a video that is already done where I talk about why I don't read comments on the internet outside of YouTube. Because people on like Facebook, especially, that's the place I'm going to reference, they're just shitty people. There's lonely, shitty people. Not all of them. But man, just, I don't know. People are just so negative. I don't like it. But it'll be fun. It'll be fun going over why that is. You made it for the stream. That's so cool. Glad you are getting some traction in the marketing. Long hair works for you. Breaks my heart you got it at 335 in the R9, but congrats on the new drum collab. Yeah, dude, I'm just fine. At the end of the day, I told Ian the same thing. If I have the black JV Telecaster, I'm fine. Really, the Jazzmaster too, because that's like a part of my life. It's a white strap, but no, for actual playing, I'd be just fine with just that black JV. That guitar is out of this world good. Telecaster's my favorite, and it clicks everything I need it to click. So I can live without the other stuff. I really can. You found a Strymon Blue Sky pedal for $195. How did you like that one? I liked everything on it except the thing I needed to like on it. And that was the spring reverb. I'm weird like that. I thought the other effects were pretty ace. Really modern sounding stuff. Strymon make excellent pedals. I mean, I got two of them down here. I got the Zelza and the Volante, which I love. I've had these for years at this point. But the reverbs, I haven't found one that I like love from them. And when the new, what is it, the Big Sky version 2 came out, and the price was as much as a guitar, I said, nah, I can't spend that on a reverb pedal. That's a lot. Especially with my experience. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Always stay away from the comments section. I learned that a long time ago. Major waste of time. See, no, that's the thing on YouTube. People aren't as bad. Because what happens on YouTube is, YouTube censors so much. YouTube censors so much. Facebook does not. And I didn't know this. Somebody sent me a link to some community where they were talking about my video about Jaguars. And I was just reading. I was just like, this is why I don't click this shit. I don't log into it. I make like 3 posts a year on Facebook, and they're just about my kid. Nobody on here would know who like that account. It's private. I don't use social media. That stuff is toxic. Is so toxic. The only thing worse than that is Twitter. Yeah, and then I just randomly click on pictures on Instagram and I read YouTube. But in my experience, Facebook's the worst. I won't go near Reddit. I just assume that's just like an accelerated Facebook. Not to derail what you're talking about, but curious what type of noise floor to expect with Genome. I know there are a lot of variables, but mine has lots of noise right now. How are you powering your actual computer and your interface? I mean, that sounds like a silly thing to ask, but it can make a significant difference. I've found with that, whenever I was using, this isn't exclusive to just Genome, but when I was using plugins, whether it's the Neural DSPs, Genome, or Amplitude, when I was, kind of still messing around with that, when I would plug into the wall with both the computer and the interface, it was way worse. When I committed and I bought 2 Furman power conditioners, it helped out immensely. Didn't fully eliminate it, but made a huge difference. So try that. If it's really bad, try that, because it's not that bad on my end when I use it. It's probably just a power problem. Clean power problem. Hello, Mr. Professionals. Congrats. Congrats. Facebook lets stuff up out there. I hate those comment sections. Yeah, the less said, the better. I said my piece. You'll see it in another video. I tried to make it as entertaining and as lighthearted as possible. And my message at the end of it is just for people to be like, dude, just relax. You don't need to be so angry. You're going to be just fine. If you're this angry about somebody you've never met that just talks on a YouTube video about nothing but guitars, you got other problems you got to sort. Thoughts on the Johnny Marr Jaguar? Are you guys trolls? How many times are you going to ask me the same question? I know for a fact somebody asked me that last week. And I'm fairly sure somebody asked me that the week before that. The Johnny Marr signature Fender guitar. That's what I'm going to call it from now on. The Johnny Marr signature Fender guitar. I'm sure it's fine. Sure, it's fine. And like I said last week, I wish that they were a little bit cheaper and that custom colors were a little more widely available. Because it would be really fun to get one of those. And then put in 3 slider switches, a rhythm circuit, and a set of lollers. And then remove the signature off the top of the headstock. That goes without saying. Talking about guitar weights, the new P90, 6 pounds, 4 ounces. Yeah. Yeah, man. It's a great weight. My Sir is, I think, 2 or 3 ounces more than that. It's a beautiful thing. But the Sir don't have any neck dive on it. None whatsoever. And don't you lie to me, Rex. You gotta deal with a little bit on that guitar. It's part of the design. Bet it sounds killer, though, with dirt. Yeah, I don't like the switching. The Johnny Marr Jag questions are like those asking you about Birdman's guitars. Well, I love that you also called him Birdman. Because that's what I call him. I call him Birdman. Harvey Birdman, attorney at law. But the difference is, like, I don't hate Birdman's guitars. And I don't hate the Johnny Marr Jaguar. They're just not for me. It is what it is. I'd love to try one back to back with an actual Fender Jaguar, though. That'd be fun. But then, again, you have to find an actual Fender Jaguar. Good luck. Fender don't make any. Hi, do you think Harley Benton could build you a signature guitar? What would you expect from them? I think they could, but I don't think they would. And honestly, what I would have them build, I don't trust that it would be very reliable. Not because of Harley Benton, but because to get this to a price where it would sell, you'd have to compromise on the hardware. Now, this would be a fun guitar. Other companies have done similar stuff to this in the past, but you have a Mustang body. Well, would I want to do that? No, I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want to do a Mustang. I would do a Tele body with the Jazzmaster vibrato on it, like Fender USA did a few years ago in the Parallel Universe. But I would give it... pickups. That'd be tough. Because I'm trying to think off like their stuff. I can't just use Fender parts. They use Roswells and Teslas. It'd have to be P90s. Because I don't think they make a proper Jazzmaster style pickup. And regular Tele single coils, I don't think that would work so well. Yeah, 2 P90s on a T-style body with a Jazzmaster vibrato, a Mustang bridge, and binding on the neck. No matching headstock. That would be fun. That'd be fun. You want to make it even more fun? You make it semi-hollow body to compensate for some of the weight from the added hardware. That would be a really interesting guitar. And you obviously offer it in 2 colors. Purple with the binding and teal with the binding. Your pick. Blessings to your family as well, my friend. That'd be an interesting review / comparison. Jazz Johnny Marr Jag versus vintage spec Jag. Again, Fender only make a new Johnny Marr Jag. They don't make a vintage spec Jag that I have any interest in. It drives me nuts that they went with the maple with the black blocks, the Ventera 2, and no custom colors. That guitar, man. That guitar makes SGs almost look decent. That's how ugly that Jaguar is. And you guys know how I feel about SGs. Maple block Jaguar. Ugh. Gross. If you like one of those, I really do apologize. I happen to like the vibrant pastels, the custom colors, all that fun stuff, and a dark rosewood board on those sorts of guitars. But yeah, okay. May 12/18. I'm going to actually put in a date again. The album will be released on YouTube September 10th, 2024 on this channel. Okay, so now I typed it in case my gibberish in the beginning of this didn't make it clear. I really have. I've had a long night. And I was trying to film last night desperately to get this done so that I could post the video of the Sweetwater exclusive guitar tomorrow. It will get done. I just have one last thing I got to film, but the hard parts are done. And I'm just tired. Just fried. I've been filming so much. I filmed for about 10 hours on Tuesday, which is very out of character. Since I moved, I've not filmed that much in a day. But I'm like getting ahead like I used to be, where I have stuff done and just kind of in the can, so to speak. So I'm really excited. Should be a lot of fun going forward. Eagerly awaited. It's fun. It's fun garage rock. It's fun garage rock. A little bit of surf stuff on it. Some horns made it their way onto this record. Did any of my piano playing make it onto this? Or did I use those on a different thing? No, I didn't play any piano on this one. I play guitar, some bass, and the drums, obviously. Cool. All right, guys. I'm honestly going to tell you what. In an effort to make sure I get this video done tomorrow, I'm going to go for 5 more minutes today. Because I'm going to make sure my kid is taken care of. She's always number one priority. And then after that, I'm going to make sure that I can finish filming what I got to film. Show only about a half hour, 40 minutes. And then I can upload it into the computer. And I'll be able to edit it for tonight. The guitar tomorrow is a Fender guitar. And no, it is not a Jaguar. Fender don't make Jaguars. I wanted to tell Sweetwater, you guys make exclusive guitars. Fender don't listen to me. Maybe you'll listen to me. Why don't you request a Sweetwater exclusive Fender Jaguar and have them build it right? And he's just like, I don't think they do that. I'm like, just ask. Just do it. Man. Just a rough time. Rough time if you like vintage Jaguars. If you like vintage Tellys, Jazzmasters, or Strats, you got more options than you don't know what to do with. But the Jaguar? No, even the Mustang. The Mustang's in better shape. Can't remember the last time that was a thing. Not in this country, at least. All right, hold on. Stop it, ads. How many songs on the album? 8. 8 on this one. 2 got cut. We ended up with 8. It's not long. I think the start to finish, 29 minutes. It's a short one. It's nothing too crazy. It's not complicated. Just fun SoCal rock, man. Hello, Bradford. How are you? Your first guitar was a 77 Les Paul Custom, so pretty much everything has been lighter. Oh, yeah. You had a Norlin era. Those must have been. The heaviest Les Paul I ever saw with a confirmed weight, not just, people tauling tails out of school, so to speak, to quote Norm MacDonald, was right under 14 pounds on a Les Paul Custom from the late 70s. And I was like, that's too much, dude. That's too much. Some people do it. If they make them one-off in the mod shop, they could do it for Sweetwater. Yeah, man. Exactly. I think they can do it. They're not going to. And it's dumb of me. I keep giving these free money-making ideas to these people. I'm not going to get $1. I only get paid if somebody clicks a link. Somebody clicks the Sweetwater link and buys it something from Sweetwater. Then I'll make a few bucks. 8 songs is perfect. Yeah, I like that, man. Just kind of to the point. That's what I even said to him. One of the songs that got cut was a little bit longer, too. I just didn't feel like at the end of the day, it matched the vibe of the rest of the album. It was one of the first songs we ever wrote. It's actually really, it's like New Orleans style blues rock. So it's kind of got a little bit of like a thump to it, like a parade kind of feel. But it's just, it did not match at all the other songs. Because we wrote that when we were initially in Florida before we moved out to California. But we liked it so much, we said, we got to track that too. So we have it, but it just don't mesh. And it's cool sometimes to have songs that are a little bit different from the rest of your record, but like sore thumb. Sore thumb. It'll make it onto something else. Not a big deal. You watched the blindfold challenge Anderton's put out yesterday, and I couldn't even count how many times Chapman called the jazz mat. I can't watch that, man, for a multitude of reasons. God bless you. I can't watch shop YouTube anymore either. God bless them all. I'm sure that they're all wonderful people. I'm sure they're all wonderful people. I just wish, well, they can't blame them for not always wanting to be 100% honest because they're a store. They want to sell you every single thing inside the store. It makes sense. I get it. I'm no better than anybody else. Whatever. How to hear P90's pickups. What do I listen to for many variations? Between that many variations. How many P90? Where do you want to hear P90s? Listen to like a lot of stuff from the 70s. P90s were super popular in the 70s in rock. You like can't miss them if you listen to classic 70s rock. And you'll know the tone when you hear it. You'll be like, oh man, that's it. It's in your face, but it's still like punchy. They don't get as muddy as humbuckers. The kind of trade-off to that is you're going to deal with some 60 cycle hum, unless you buy modern style ones that are noise canceling, hum canceling rather. I know Lawler make those. I think Fralin make those as well. And then a bunch of other companies, obviously. Seymour Duncan, the works. Time to make the Jim Moore parts caster. I already tried the Jim Moore parts caster. You remember that? I used the body of the classic vibe. The American vintage vibrato system. Had a stay trim. Put in all American plates. The rhythm circuit. Wiring. Grounded it correctly. Lindy Fralin pickups. And an American original Jaguar neck. Didn't do a damn thing for me. And it was under 8 pounds. Didn't do anything for me. It wasn't a bad guitar. Played well. It just is like, I don't know. There's something about the body. It's just, it just, you feel quality, man. You feel it. You play enough guitars and it becomes extremely obvious. I envy the people that don't do dumb things like I do, which is buy and sell a million guitars. Because you would probably never know the difference, but I notice it straight away. And that's not to say anybody else is right or wrong. We're all allowed to like what we like. But I was just, nah. Can't do it. Can't do it. All right. Oh, take orders from Jim Moore? Send Harley Benton a message. Tell Harley Benton you want me to make a guitar for him. All right, Rubbish Guitar Bloke, Lape, don't worry about it. You'll be all right. Because we're going to get out of here anyway. Fender could do a player version with all the knob switches similar to the roasted neck Seafoam. You know, they could do that. If they made if Sweetwater ordered the player guitar that just added the rhythm circuit, if that's all it added, it would sell. It really would. I think it would sell. It wouldn't be targeting me, but it would sell. There's nothing. Nothing. Yeah, Mississippi Queen is perfect song for it. That's a good shout, man. That's a good shout for it. Yeah, the 70s, man. So many great bands with P90s. I know Zappa messed with P90s for a little bit too. So, oh, means the garage door is opening. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is my cue. I love you all. There will be a video tomorrow of a new guitar. Should be a fun one. It'll be like the old days. We put it on the bench. I even took neck measurements and all that fun stuff. But I got to get out of here before he goes crazy. I love you all. Tuesday, September 10th is the album release, and there are plenty of videos on the way, and I can say that with confidence because they're already filmed. We just need to throw them in the computer and edit them. Sorry it's a short one today, but I got to get going.